I'm your host, and here on Gurvion, we explore the stories, mysteries, and hidden truths that most people never stop to question. And one more thing, I want to be completely transparent with you. Some of the visuals in this video are created with the help of AI, but the research, storytelling, editing, and voiceover are my own work.
Modern warfare often happens in the dark. It is fought by operators watching glowing radar screens, tracking unidentified fast-moving objects, and trying to intercept them before they reach their targets. When those intercepts fail, the results are devastating. In Kyiv, recent overnight missile and drone barrages have torn through residential neighborhoods, severely damaging apartment buildings and civilian infrastructure. But on August 19th, while both sides were exchanging heavy aerial bombardments, something highly unusual happened in the background. Through mediation by the United Arab Emirates, Russia and Ukraine successfully executed a massive prisoner exchange. Over 200 captured soldiers safely returned home. Two nations actively launching missiles at each other's cities or simultaneously coordinating a delicate humanitarian handover. The traditional rules of territorial warfare have been completely abandoned. The conflict has become a high-speed race of aerial strikes and economic pressure. Both sides are trying to break the other's endurance before a miscalculation in the sky pulls the rest of the world into the fight. To understand this shift, look at Ukraine's long-range strategy. Knowing they cannot match Russia's massive industrial weapons production, they have turned to relatively cheap, consumer-grade hardware rigged for combat. These unmanned devices don't need to push through fortified minefields or engage enemy tanks. They simply fly hundreds of miles right over the front lines, reaching deep into Russian territory. Their primary targets are critical logistical hubs and highly explosive oil refineries. This creates a severe financial imbalance. A drone costing a few $1,000s can slip past complex air defenses, strike a fuel depot, and shut down a refining facility worth millions. The cumulative damage to these facilities has forced Russia, historically one of the world's largest energy exporters, into importing gasoline from countries like India to prevent its own domestic pumps from running dry. Consumer-grade technology is rewriting the financial balance sheet of the world's most heavily armed conflict, forcing Moscow to spend heavily to defend its entire strategic depth. Russia is applying equal pressure in response. Moscow continues to launch massive, relentless swarms of its own drones and ballistic missiles aimed directly at Ukrainian cities and power grids. This creates a brutal mathematical trap for Kiev. To stop a barrage of inexpensive aerial threats, Ukraine is forced to deplete its limited supply of advanced Western interceptors, which cost millions of dollars per launch. This is a calculated campaign of physical and mental exhaustion. Constant air raids force millions into subway stations and shelters every night, systematically grinding down the population's psychological endurance. As both sides reach further into each other's territory, this war in the dark is physically expanding, pushing right up against the borders of neighboring NATO countries. This animated map outlines the extreme risk of fighting so close to that line. If a Russian weapon or Ukrainian interceptor suffers a failure and hooks left, it enters NATO airspace. Commanders have seconds to look at a radar blip and decide, is this falling debris, a glitch, or a deliberate attack on a NATO member? With so many weapons in the sky, the margin for human error is effectively zero. Every single launch carries the risk of a miscalculation that could trigger a global escalation. This brings us back to the central paradox. The most destructive phase of the war is escalating, even as both nations negotiate behind closed doors. Every drone strike against a refinery serves as a form of nonverbal communication. These operations manufacture the economic leverage required to demand concessions at the bargaining table. This scale illustrates the diplomatic gridlock preventing a ceasefire. Ukraine refuses an arrangement giving Russia time to rearm, while Russia rejects freezing current borders. Because of this mutual distrust, a signature means little. Without massive, long-term security guarantees, any immediate ceasefire remains inherently unstable. Territorial breakthroughs in the trenches are becoming secondary to the war of attrition. The final resolution hinges on which side can sustain this level of economic and technological pain for longer. For now, the world is watching a ticking clock. The question is whether back-channel diplomacy can construct a viable exit strategy before the relentless machinery of this war forces a fatal, irreversible mistake.
So tell me in the comments what you want to see next. AI, psychology, hidden history, or mysterious stories? You choose the topic, I'll uncover the story. Welcome to Gurvion.